of the Psych the Jets fantasy draft franchise. We're going to be coming off of playoffs where we ended up losing. We were the number 1 seed, lost in the divisional round to the epic Steeler roster. Matt Humphrey retires after 11 years. You'll see his final stats in the previous episode, but very 2 episodes ago maybe. I may not have seen his final ones again, but very disappointing ending to his career. And it wasn't just it wasn't a close loss, we'll say that. Got smacked. Chip Montgomery's no longer a 99 overall, and it's not possible for him to be a 99 other than boosting, of course. Actually, he'll hit 98. Accuracy deep and medium, get back right. But that deep accuracy, it's going down. It's in the 80s now. I could see the end coming for his career as well. As sad as that is. Probably in the next 2 to 3 years we'll see him retire. Which is very sad because I don't think he's passing Brady or Mahomes. He could, but it really depends on how well things go. So obviously here you don't even see him on the board yet, but he's if he has a 5,000 yard season, he will be beyond Peyton Manning. Well, he'd need to have a little bit more than a 5,000 yard. No. If he has a 5,000 yard season, he's over Manning. But then the next year he won't move up at all. And then if he plays a third year, he'll pass both these guys. And he'll probably be around 81,000 yards. And then he'd have to play 5 more seasons to beat Brady. Passing touchdowns, he's already doing pretty good. This year he'll pass both these guys. If he plays 3 more years, so obviously that would get him to 580-ish. Oh, wait a minute, 32 touchdowns would get him to 580. So actually, get him to 590-ish. If he has a really good passing touchdown year. He didn't hit 40 last year, so I'm not going to expect him to this year either. Especially he's going to be losing a lot of weapons. But say he hits 590, then he'd be like 640, 680. So he'd probably have to play like 4 more years to surpass Mahomes. And one thing I can show you. Matt Humphrey ended just 5 catches behind Tony Gonzalez. So at least he hit the top 5. If he didn't get injured as much, if he just played 1 more game, he's breaking that. That's a fact. But he does end up retiring, sadly. It's a very sad occasion for everyone. Especially the way he went out, just getting absolutely destroyed. But just to roll through this list one more time. See all these great players who've moved on. Then just the random guys who just got stuck down here and just no one picked them up. So they just decided it was time to move on. Alright, and then... So this is staff week. We really don't have much to do here. We have a lot of very important decisions to do with just $60,000. We're going to advance the week. We're probably going to lose our coaching staff. Mock draft number 3 is out. I saw the Phil Staff thing already, so I know we're going to have to do that. It has us picking up a tight end. Obviously, I had a lot of tight ends on my board that I really liked. And it does fit what I would need to do, especially if I'm not able to re-sign Oliver and have to get Jake Gibson. So we have 18 players that we need to re-sign. Curtis is going to be someone we're just not going to be able to bring in. Just he's asking for a lot of money. I think Klein is pretty much in the same boat. Chapman, I think we can get by accepting the 5th-year option here. Well, we need to. Here, it's not a big ask, but it is an ask. He does want to return, which helps. I think Upshaw is someone we're going to need to bring in. Downey, we'll sign him just because, we'll try to. Branch, probably not going to be able to do. Unless we re-sign Branch and let Oliver walk. Triplett is definitely going to have to walk. We may be able to bring Mackey back. Tola can walk. Not worried about Tatum. This is not ideal, but if I can bring him in as a backup, I wouldn't be mad at that. I like to bring Barnett back. He doesn't seem to have much interest in doing so, though. Surprised this man hasn't retired. So let's take a look at the roster. Let's see where we're going to need to make some moves. We'll need to make some moves. Actually, first let's fill our staff. And yep, as predicted, they're both gone. Could bring Jamie Rodriguez back. No head coaches and no defensive coordinators. So I have to sign an offensive coordinator for my defensive coordinator as well. We're going to change things up. We're going to hire Ethan Slaughter. And let's see. Wait, do we have head coaches now? Okay. Let's hire a head coach. Let's go Devin Schultz here. Go ahead and jump out of that. Hop into the roster. Lots of positions we need to be concerned about. As much as I would love to go find a backup quarterback, we know that's probably not an option. We're good at running back. We're about to be really bad at receiver. So we'll have Fuller, but we're losing potentially Curtis, Branch, and a Triplett, leaving us with just Shelton and Roten, which would be really bad. Tight end, we're in a position where we could lose both of these guys. Again, really bad. Left tackle, we're going to potentially lose Mackey here, and likely will. We have Stevens and Nance covered. Fitzsimmons is good. We're going to be losing Mackey potentially. We do have other guys here, Joel Carr and Theo Gordon. We have Jenkins under contract and Shepard. Edison, who may start in this side and I get a left tackle, who knows. But we're potentially losing Downey, potentially losing Wilkins, which isn't the end of the world since we have Sergio Hopkins. A lot of mid defensive ends, I'll say that. We're good at defensive tackle. We're good at outside linebacker. Middle linebacker, though, potentially losing both these guys and leaving Claxton. And we're potentially losing Barnett as well. Corner, everyone's fine. Safety, we're about to lose both our backups at free safety. And we're about to lose a backup at strong safety. And we have $49 million to re-sign who we want and sign some others. So, big concerns there. I think one that I'm going to go ahead and offer right now is Upshaw. Big reason we lost that playoff game, we lost Klein, but Klein is always getting injured, so that's the problem we're going to continue to run into. We will up it a bit, probably get that to $6 million. Alright, we get Upshaw's deal done, we have $37 million left, and just to show why we're not going to be able to get this done, that's going to break us down to 9. So we're going to withdraw from Curtis. We're going to withdraw from Klein. Oliver's an interesting situation. He may cost too much right now. But you have to look at on the other side, are we saying Branch costs too much? I think this is just something we need to do. We need to get the O-line back. At least the people we had starting last year. We can handle something in the draft, but we can't lose everybody. Mackey, we can let him walk. That's fine. Triplett is a interesting decision here. We're good on Tolik. I know he's a high overall, but we can readjust that in free agency if necessary. We can bring back Nixon so we at least have a backup. Still have $32 million to work with. I mean, Bloom did pretty good, but we need to consider other needs. I want to re-sign Wilkins because I know no one else will. At least not letting him start. We signed Nixon so we can move on from Samuel. We may want to bring in Barnett. I think this is a move I definitely want to make. Alright, so we get the deal done there with Barnett. What's the franchise tag? Oh, $35 million. What about here? $18 million. But regardless, ridiculous. Tatum can walk. I'm not too worried about him. He's asking way more than he's worth. So, very few decisions left here. The biggest one being Branch and Oliver. I feel like we can bring one of them in and still have a little bit of money to work with, but if you're looking at it monetarily, the most effective strategy here is to let them both walk, re-sign Triplett, and re-sign Gibson and replace them in the draft. Which I think we're going to do. I really like Oliver, what he's done for us, and I really like Branch and what he's done for us. But we need to think about this from a salary standpoint. I'm going to offer him that. He's going to test. That's fine. I can either bring him back or someone better in free agency. This one we need to get done though, just because it's one of them ones. There we go, he's coming back. Trying to limit money spent on big contracts this year, so I'll have more wiggle room next year when I want to make more moves. We will bring Wilkins back in. We'll probably let Gilchrist go. And then we'll renegotiate with Bloom. And that is it for our decisions for this this re-signing period. Let's go ahead and advance to stage 1. Oh man, this team just got so much worse. So now that all that is done, not the depth chart, let's go look at the roster. Let's see what needs to be handled here. Surprisingly, I feel like the D-line is actually part of it, that right end spot. Got 2 quarterbacks, we got 3 running backs, got a fullback. Only have 3 receivers. Obviously, I want to bring one in free agency. At least one in the draft. Gonna need to bring in at least one tight end in free agency, one in the draft. I'd like to bring in a left tackle, either free agency or the draft. I'm good with Stevens, good with Fitzsimmons, I'm good with Jenkins. Edison, I'm good with it for now. Obviously, Suttle's good. We're going to want some. I mean, Sergio Hopkins, I think he's going to be good, but we need a backup plan there. Obviously, Irving and Riley puts us in a position where we can just move one of them to the opposite side. Maybe we move Barnett into the middle. Move him to middle linebacker. And then we can put either Irving or Riley on that other side. I think that just makes sense in my head. We will need to get some depth pieces because we have a lot of 50s and down there. So corner, we're good. Strong safety, we're allegedly good. Same thing with free safety. We haven't seen too many injuries at those positions, so I have a 1, a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so we have all of our draft picks for the next 3 years, I think. Yep, all of our draft picks are secure for the next 3 years. So let's go check out the free agent pool. Ronald Watts is hitting the market. He'll get signed somewhere. Quarterback. You're back? No. Bryce Young is back. How did this happen? Came out of retirement. Okay. I know, with tight end I wish would come out of retirement. Alright. Maybe I should have just signed Thompson instead of Bloom, but sort by age. Could bring in Cedric Conley. Catching isn't the greatest anymore, though. Speed is atrocious there on Wilcox. Chad Davis could potentially be a really good replacement for Curtis. The route runnings just aren't there though. But he is an option, someone to think about as we go down. Really good catching here in Taylor Thompson, but he's slower. He's an option though. Morgan Brennan has good catching, good speed. I feel like he's probably one of my favorites right now. It's Ramon Compton. Less speed, same good catching, so still looking at the other guy here. Shadon Irving is here. Decent catching, but catching's good. Better on the other guy at the same speed. 96 speed here, but the catching's bad. About to run out of options here. And we have. So let's slide back up. Go put out our offer to Morgan Brennan. It's a really good offer, but hold on. I want to see his player card. So I'm pretty sure, isn't this the dude that just had a massive year? Won an award? Like, this would be an extremely good pickup if that is accurate. I do want to save some of my money if I can. Brings the strength down, but how bad? Okay, so we're actually in a decent spot for that. Do want to bring in another tight end. Like maybe Lynn Dupree could be someone we can bring in. Oh, never mind. The catching is absolutely terrible. Brent Hall's a higher overall guy, but the catching is still just not there. Guy with an X factor. That'd be interesting. With good catching on top of it. There are a lot more tight ends in here than I thought there'd be. Hugh Bennett is a decent option. Luke Carmen is also an option, but the speed isn't really there. Oh, never mind. No, he's not. Let's go. Oh, is that Philip Gaddis? What's up, buddy? I mean, that might actually make sense. Uniting him. Picking up a tight end in the first round, potentially. I know this guy used to be good, but I don't think he's very good anymore. 83 speed out of Estes with good catching. You know, we're just going to bring in Philip. Going to go ahead, throw an offer out there to Philip Gaddis. To be honest, I don't anticipate him getting many offers, so we're going to make sure this is dropped a tad. Again, just saving some money. Ooh, didn't make it the greatest offer. Let's see how bad it is, though. Three's not bad. Talk about left tackle now. There's an 88 overall. 82. 90 pass block power, 85 finesse, but the running ones are terrible. Oh, there's a string 80s here. Good finesse, bad power. Good power, bad finesse. And that is it for our difference makers. I think we're going to go try to sign the 82. He had some 90s in there. I think it may be good enough. Oh, no, never mind. He's asking for way too much. Hold on. Please hold. Also, let's look at the right tackles just in case. There are much better right tackles, allegedly. Good finesse, bad power. Good pass, bad run. Good finesse, bad power. Good power, bad finesse. Ooh, we're even sorting by age there. Alright, I think going one of these 80s is probably our best move here, if we can afford it. 85, 85, both pass or finesse ones there. 85, 82. So Glenn Kirkland would be our better option. We still don't have the money for him though. So tackle may be something we can address in the draft. Let's look at defensive ends here. Have plenty of right ends. But that is the position we need to start at, in my opinion. We considered Morgan Henley last time. Don't know if I'd consider him this time though. Definitely not. Now I am curious. Nope. Wouldn't be able to afford him anyway, what am I thinking? Glenn Mills, still really fast at his age. Not the greatest coverages, but be a cheap option. And he is interested. Let's bring the money down a little bit. No, it wasn't the biggest need, but it is an intriguing one. And then we go here. And look at these aging players. Could bring in Josh Beckham, but he's not very good anymore. But he'd be better than the other guys we have, and then maybe we find someone in the draft. But I'm definitely dropping his money. We're at 4 mil remaining. It's not the greatest offer, buddy, but it's probably the best you're going to get. especially when you're all the way down here. So, actually, don't advance. I think that actually is pretty good for what money we were able to keep and whatnot. I don't even remember what we offered these guys. He is the most expensive one. I honestly don't know what I offered him. Drop it back until you have 4 million and you'll know. So I offered him this. 3 years for 29. Let's drop it down to 2 years and just bump up the money a little bit. Does weaken the contract, but not by much. Two have moved into the signed list. Perfect. These two, that's not what I meant to do. These two are either going to sign or they're screwed. So, perfect free agency right there. As long as I bring them in, because then it could get a little awkward. Assuming there's a mock draft. And that. Mock draft 4. We are projected to sign a wide receiver. Look into the skies, no spoilers, nothing in my targeted, everyone signed, alright. Perfect. Alright. Let's advance the week again. I have no more money. And then advance the week again and we'll find out what's going on in the free agency recap. And the final mock. Paul Williams again. Alright. Look into the sky. Bryce Young going to the Rams. He's going to try to prevent Chip Montgomery's rise. I'm sorry, we've already passed you. You're not passing us. It's just a fact. Martin Drew is going to be moving on. Chip Wright is he came out of retirement too. Dang. That's unfortunate for me. I feel like this dude is my backup at one point. Alright, the Raiders said to give me the running backs. Three 75 plus running backs. Very interesting strategy here. Harold Banks goes unsigned. Thompson goes unsigned. Curtis, oh come on, man. Really? Really? You're going to them? These branches going across to the other side of the conference, but what is with you guys? Betraying me. We have to deal with him twice a year? Oh gosh, that's terrifying. Chip Oliver's taking his talents to the Cardinals. He's going to be a big boost for them. Estes went unsigned. Wow. Well, if all else fails. I completely forgot to address that. I mean, not really. The guys just did not want to sign with me, so it is what it is. And I wasn't going to sign an old man that could play just as well as somebody that's young. Oh, Jeremy Novak was up on the board. He's going to be taking his talents to the Raiders. Maybe I could have re-signed him. He's obviously still a good player. He made the Pro Bowl last year. Damn, missed opportunity. He probably wanted way more. Actually, he really didn't want that much. Missed opportunity there. Darrell Best was up too. Now he wanted money, but they're both reuniting on the Raiders. Raiders have been doing a lot. Dwayne Archer was available as well. He wanted quite a bit. So at least he's moving out of division. So he'll be moving on to the Commanders. Klein is going to the Commanders. Oh, damn. That defense is scary. Ronald Watts is going to the Raiders? Was he there? No. He's reuniting with Hebert? Ain't no way he's going with Hebert. The Raiders are just... they're trying to be us. To look at, signed by the Bears. Oh, that's crazy, man. Lots of crazy moves. So if we play the Raiders, the Commanders... Does it show my schedule yet? I highly doubt it. No, it sure does not. Be after the draft. Alright, well, we've done recapped free agency. It's time to start looking at the future. QB. Don't need to address it this year, but maybe next year we need to start looking for a backup. Not even worried about running back. We have way too many offensive needs that are not called running backs. Paul Williams, 6'3". It's really strong. He has a decent 40 time, I'd say. Wouldn't be a bad pickup, honestly. Problem is, he may be injury prone. I know there's another receiver I had on my board, but we're going to scroll. Vaughn Wiley, 6'3" as well, that physical archetype. Seeing a bit of a drop off in strength, but a little increase in speed. Again, he's injury prone though. Which is really unfortunate. B catching traffic, but F catching. 21, 6'2", really slow. Not gonna be injury prone, maybe. Not interested. Jonathan Ferguson. Really slow, not very strong, probably injury prone. Jamie Vick. Really fast, like really fast, with really bad strength, but he may be the kind of guy we would be looking for to replace Curtis. Definitely interested there a little bit. Nasir Parsons was also on our board, 6'3" playmaker, slow as hell, kind of strong, injury prone, good catching. We'll leave him on the board. Brian McRae. He's basically all the others, and I don't like that name. I know it's very petty, but I do not. Physical, 21-year-old. He's really strong, slow as hell. He's probably not going to be injury prone. He's going to have good catching. Not terrible. Josh McGill. It's going to be 5'10", a slot guy, super fast. Not the strongest guy, but his catching looks like it's pretty decent. I mean, maybe someone we want to pick up in a late round. And this is probably the last one I'm even remotely interested in. Decent speed and strength balance there. Probably not going to be the greatest catcher. So, slide over to the tight ends. Now we have plenty of options here. Like, down the board. I have like all these guys favorited. This guy's around 1 to 2 for sure. Athletically, a little less desirable, but the blocking, the catching, the route running, he's pretty damn good. He's the only one we have a true talent grade on, so if there's anyone else that I now see, we get a little higher upside on the speed. Potentially drop off in the catching and some of these other things, but potentially not. And it's A to B injury there. What's the injury here? C. There's something to think about. Maybe Mike Jordan makes a little more sense. Andrew Sampson. It's going to be the fastest guy. Catching is still really good. Injury looks pretty solid still. It's not A to B, but Caleb McGee. It's not going to be one of the faster guys, but he is pretty quick still. Injury's a little higher there. Catching's a drop off. Probably not as interested in him. Corey Josephson, 6'5". Decent speeds, good strength. Catching looks good. The injury is a concern there, though. And then Ethan Otting. Good speed, good strength. Catching is there. Maybe you have a bit of a drop off, but we know he's in blocking and whatnot. Then you got Jordan Jefferson. Definitely a slower guy. Very strong. High injury upside. Jamie Rose is on my board. Fast. Kinda strong. Injury prone. Good catching though. So we're probably gonna pull... Well, we'll leave them on the board in case we need like a backup guy. Chris Richard. Alright, this dude I may easily... Yeah, I'm probably gonna easily pull him off the board. Adam Carter's on the rise. Not a very athletic guy. Yeah, no. Alright, left tackles. Not going to be something we could address early. But actually, maybe, going here with Shane Bush if we can pick him up. Maybe someone we want a little more information on, though. See how bad the weaknesses are. Matthew Long here. Yeah, that's a no. Actually, how did his physicals look? They look decent. Not going to focus my energy too much here on the line, knowing most of my stuff is going to be going into the D-line and linebackers. I mean, the D-line and receiving core. Yeah, this is a no for me. Alright, we know this is another position where it's going to be a little lower, guys. Although at the same time, I feel like it has to be one of the higher guys if we want anything here at all. Although there is some interest here in Rashad Duval. He's a fast guy. A to B finesse, not the greatest block shed, but maybe someone you can develop into a good guy out there. Could be a potential starter early on. So I think that's an interesting one we may want to get a little more information on, finish out his thing. 3 to 4 guy with A finesse moves. Fast. Kinda strong. Better block shedding, good awareness, good play rec. Maybe he is someone maybe you throw some stuff at and just move him outside. He has the speed to be outside. May make sense. Let's go middle linebacker here. Hey, John Booker right here. Good athlete. Good play rec. Coverage could use a little bit of help, but potentially a really good player there. Another potentially good player here, Leonard Gregory. Not as athletic, but we know he has good coverage ability, and that's potentially a little scary there. I may want to shy away from that one a little bit, but not too much. We also have Gerald Streets on here, really fast. Less coverage minded. I think he's actually going to be pretty bad. He's going to be one of those guys that kind of sticks around randomly. Tremaine Harper, strong, not as fast. He's a power rusher. He was good He could potentially move with that A-block shed to an edge role. Kevin Cooks. But of course he's a round one guys. So let's be honest, we're probably not going to be in the position to get them. That don't look too good. Alright, we're good on the rest of the positions. So, I know that was kind of sped around a little bit, but I kind of have an idea of what I need. Let's do the private workouts. I'm interested in that DT and that defensive end, but I know I need to get 100% on some of these guys. Like maybe Paul Williams. Probably not John Madrano, though. We didn't even look at him. He's strong, kind of, but I think he's going to be a bit better or a bit worse than some of these other guys I got on my board. Obviously, do we really need more information on these guys? Do we need to make the perfect pick there? Not exactly. There's really good guys down the board. So maybe we go Najee Simmons. Did I already have the defensive end on my board? And Rashad Duvall with one of the receivers, potentially. Because I do want to work on my line a bit. But at the same time, if I throw it at... First things first, I know I'm projected to get this man. I think... Okay, yeah, I am. But who else is supposed to go? Are there supposed to be any tight ends to go? Yeah, Madrano's way higher than I can do anything about. Not a single tight end is supposed to go in the first round. So the chances of me having a tight end that I really want in the first or the second round is pretty high. I probably don't need much more information. At the same time, though, if Paul Williams is supposed to fall to me, do I really need more information knowing I'm pretty high on him already? At least from a physical standpoint, with his catching being good, injury potentially being devastatingly bad. Needs to work on simple concentration, exceptional body control, fights very hard, no issues climbing the ladder, avoids big hits, excels at creating yards after catch, lacks discipline, resulting in avoidable penalties. And there's some really fast guys. It's not going to be him. Can't even think of who it was. Was it Parsons? Oh, definitely not. Hold on, let's look for a deep threat. We'll find it. Obviously, we want 2 receivers, but there's probably Jamie Vick, and possibly even the slot guy. Yeah, the slot guy's fast as hell too. So we have options for filling both of the players that we lost. So I think we're gonna go Simmons. What the hell? Oh, I know what the problem is. We're gonna go Simmons, Duvall, and either a receiver or a tight end. It's like, is there maybe Mike George? Like, is there a tight end I'm uncertain about that I would really like to know more? Like, maybe the fastest tight end in the class. Is he gonna somehow be a little bit better at certain things? 6'2" from Alabama, and he'll be a second or third round projected guy. Maybe that makes sense, because I mean, if we're not trading up, so if we're gonna miss on Paul Williams, we're gonna miss on Paul Williams, and then we can wait for like Von Wiley or Nasir Parsons or one of the other guys. So maybe does getting more information on someone that fits our archetype, like Andrew Sampson, make a little more sense here? Especially because he has that trucking really high. And I just saw a D there. A to B here as well. And then, of course, we know Bryce Foster. And Bryce Foster, we know he's around 1 to 2. We know he's a little slower. He's not going to be as physical of a guy. I kind of want to go Sampson or Morgan here with this other one. Because he's fast too. He has the AB injury. He has good catching. He has good blocking, stiff arm, trucking, all that. Whereas here, I think we have some really good things there. We have a little higher injury up chance. Maybe the run blocking isn't as good. We're going to do Mike Morgan though, because I think he may be a little bit better than Sampson potentially with the speed upside. We'll do Najee Simmons. What round is he supposed to go in? 3 to 4. Perfect. And potentially Duval. And we only need one of those guys, so just want to know which one would be my best option there. Let's go ahead, advance, and get into the draft. Let's just do this real quick. I want to know. Want to know what we've learned. He's also a 1 to 2 guy. Probably should have guessed that. I probably should have went with the other guy. We do know B injury here. C break tackle, that's an interesting one to think about too when you're looking at the two of them. It'll be interesting. Be very interesting what we know. 2 to 3. I kind of figured he was ranked a little lower than he should have been. And day 3, actually, he drops in value, which honestly makes a little bit of sense. So, was probably not the greatest use. Maybe I could have gotten 2 tight ends in there. Let's start drafting. We're probably not going to get the tight end we super duper want anyways, but we'll see. I think I'm pretty sold on Paul Williams though. Honestly, I didn't even pay attention much to what happened with everything else, so. In terms of the mock draft, I really didn't see like how it was supposed to play out. I just know no tight ends are supposed to go, so if I see one go, it's going to be a problem. I know he was supposed to go there. I think I know how I want to draft this though. Go receiver, tight end, and then go get the DT. I think that's how I want to play it. Although he's 3 to 4, so he may not make it to the end of the third. That'll be interesting. I completely missed who the Patriots picked up, but we'll find out later. Was that Wiley who just went? I wasn't really paying attention much. I probably should have been paying attention a little bit more. Because I honestly have no idea if he's gone. Alright. Not that. Let's go ahead and pick our guy. If he's even here. Yep, he's still here, and no, Wiley did not go. I think this is just going to give us our Branch replacement. Maybe he's injury prone, maybe not. But we need someone who's going to be catching that ball very well. I think he's our guy. Normal dev is not the greatest, but our receivers tend to do pretty good, so hopefully we can work with what he's got. We're going to pick by pick to the end of the round. Hell, we may do it pretty far into the next round too. Alright, that was the final pick of that round. Mike Morgan is gone. Oh no. But to be honest, we kind of know what we have. Surprised he was the first one off though. So, little waste of stuff right there. I'm expecting a run to happen here soon. There's too many good options though to... There's Bryce Foster. Damn it. That's unfortunate. I mean, I knew I wasn't trading up. We have certain needs. I was hoping Samson would fall to me. That's kind of why I wasn't too worried about the other two going. Just sucks that one of them went higher than they were supposed to. But there's other options there. I'm not too worried about it. Let's pick. We have our... So there's still Caleb McGee, who I have some concerns with him. And then it's a big drop off, honestly. So maybe the way I played it wasn't the smartest. Maybe trading up would have made more sense. I am intrigued here by Ethan Otting. I think he's a really good tight end. And he may be my pick, honestly. I think, he's the number one. He's the fastest guy. He's 6'3". I know he's not supposed to go to the third or fourth, but I feel like he's higher than a lot of these other guys. Caleb McGee, the biggest problems I have with him is he's not as physical. His catching is worse. His route running is worse, plus he has injury concerns. We go to Josephson. Still, fast guy. 6'5". Injury concerns. Catching is probably on par. Break tackle is probably on par. The blocking takes a bit of a drop off. And then Otting here, I'm just really impressed by him. He's a little older. He has some of the traits I really like. He is one of the most physical guys. I feel like he has the best athletic grades. There's other guys, of course, though. 6'4", kind of slow. Not going to be as good at catching. He's not going to be someone we take here. Same thing with Jamie Rose, if I remember correctly. No, he's actually a little faster. He may be my second tight end target after this, because I'm also interested in him. But I think Ethan Otting is the way to go here. 267, how does that compare to these other guys? It's actually going to be one of the bigger tight ends too. But he's also the fastest. So, that's why we're going to go Ethan Otting here. Maybe a bit of a reach in terms of, his 83 speed. It's not Humphrey speed, who had like 89 speed and was just cracked. But it is more on par with what we're looking for. Now, this next pick, we'll just advance to next user pick and hope that he is there. Because I'm really high on this DT as well. I have a feeling he's not. No, he is not. Dang, the defensive end? Oh, that actually makes sense. So that's unfortunate. We have basically nothing but wide receivers and tight ends left on our board. Who can all these guys, unless I want to go for Vaughn Wiley, which I just got the physical guy. So this wouldn't make complete sense. Especially with the catching and the injury. We already have an injury guy. We're probably going to want to go get somebody who's not as injury prone. We could go look here again, though. At these positions. Who knows? Maybe I don't think we dodged a bullet on the DT. I think we definitely dodged a bullet on the defensive end, though. I think there's going to be some other options in here, though. Maybe not, but I think it's a possibility. I'm thinking that less and less as we scroll, though. Yeah. Kind of a problem there. Jose Henderson, not very athletic, lower, yeah. I think the best options for me was probably trading up a little bit here and there. But we didn't do that, so. Good athlete at least here, but the play rec and awareness are terrible, so is the block shedding. Not super confident in that guy. We're really athletic here. Doesn't have a standout thing. What's this thing? He's a speed rusher. Injury. We're gonna pull the trigger here on Coakley. He's gonna end up being hidden dev, 80 speed, 90 strength. I think he's gonna have some upside. But the question is how much. Now from here, let's advance to our next user pick. We need to consider offense again. Is there someone we think that may go in the early rounds or potentially could already be gone? There's some really fast guys in here we may want to go get. Jamie Rose is also right there at his thing. Both Vic and McGill are still here, and McGill honestly looks good enough where he'll still be there in the next one. The more intriguing thing about Jamie Vic is he's really fast with height. But, his route runnings are all pretty bad. And honestly, his catching may be worse than Josh McGill. Really short guy, I get that. But he's fast as hell with good short route runnings, which lines up with his slot. So I think we're either going to go Nathaniel Murphy here. Wouldn't it be the greatest pick? Wouldn't it be the worst pick? Or Jamie Rose. He's from Idaho, 6'5", fast as hell, injury prone potentially. Tackle's a little bit more of a need, but not really at the same time, especially for a guy who's not very strong. He's probably going to be on par with the other guys. I'm going to go with it tight end. At the very least, it gives me the opportunity to put a 2 tight end set out there. 83 speed, strength's a little bit lower. We'll see how that works out. If the tackle's still there, I'll probably pick up the tackle. And then hope McGill somehow slipped. But we'll pick up McGill next if, the tackle's gone. We're going to go pick up McGill. I know we just picked up like 4 receiving guys, which in a way makes no sense, but in a way it also does. 93 speed is not exactly what I was expecting there. I was expecting a little bit more, but now maybe we go tackle or another D lineman or linebacker. I feel like I sped run this off season. I really do. It's probably one of the quickest off seasons I've had. There's still, see, these are the kind of guys you got to be worried about. I mean, actually, physically, he looks pretty solid. Oh, there it is. The catching isn't great. Who knows? Maybe he's cracked, but I don't trust it. Jamal Meeks is still here, but I wasn't very impressed with him. The left tackles were a lot worse. Yeah, this dude is trash. Let's look at middle linebacker. We at least need one player we can we already have an idea of how to move people around a little bit. Athletic guy here. Possibly good zone, good man for sure. Probably going to be more like a DF for the finesse stuff and power. Shows some potential. Maybe someone I want to bring in. Let's look at the outside positions. Still Mitch Wiggins here. Good athlete, terrible coverage. Yeah, I'm good. When you see something like that, you just know they're bad at the linebacker spot. Alright, right outside. B block shed off rip is obviously intriguing. Really strong. I don't know about that one though. Demarius Jeffries, extremely athletic, decent coverages. I think, what is this thing? Run stop? Okay, so his other 2 skills are probably going to be pretty bad. But that injury concern's a little high. We've had injury-prone linebackers before. Honestly, I think I'm just trying to go through and make every excuse to just be comfortable with Tim Sullivan here. He went to Army. I mean, he's an athletic guy. You can't deny that. I mean, allegedly he's not very strong, but he's one of the stronger guys in the class. Good coverages. It's the kind of guy I'm looking for here. Or whatever. We'll see how it goes. It's the next user pick. It's towards the end of the 7th. Now here, maybe you go offensive line if you want. Do I still have anyone on my board? I know I had one guy left. There's Andrew Mays here. But do I really need another guy? I don't think so. Definitely not him. So let's get off our favorite board and go look at some linemen. Got A awareness. Matthew Long, he's a pass protector, he's fast, he's got decent strength. He's really bad at run block finesse. That's probably going to be pretty bad at finesse in general. The power isn't giving me much more enthusiasm with it though. Let's check out another position. Got the B awareness. Good athleticism. What's this archetype? He's power and he already has a C. I'm good. Now he has B and C here. He's a pass protector, good athlete, all centers are. Not interested. Honestly. Alright, let's look at Damian McPherson here. He's going to be a power blocker. He's 6'6". He's strong. F and D and finesse and power. Don't know about that one. It's a power blocker. Good athlete. I would believe he is a power blocker. I'm gonna take a chance on him. 90 strength ain't bad. I feel like the last pick's probably gonna be my worst one. Let's take a look. So 74 overall to start. He could use some work, but I think he's going to be a pretty good player for us. I'm going to change that number though. Going to bring it back to the lower ranges. Potentially. I've never had an 88 or an 87. Let's go with the Yoshi number. This is, see, I told you he was going to be good. I mean, I get his route running isn't the greatest, but he's already our starter. I think he has some room to improve, but I think he's going to be good for us. He's 23 already, which isn't the greatest, but... And Matt Humphrey was 21 when he was a rookie, which is glorious. No. Negative. No one is having that number this year. No one. That man earned that number. He made that number. It is his number. Okay, let's be real. Let's go with 86. Yeah, we'll go 87. Yeah, 86. 88. Final answer. Go with 88. Probably not the greatest pick, but he does have hidden development, and honestly, he may not work out as well in that move to the outside. However, he's basically already on par positionally with the 69, and he's hidden. Might make a little more sense. Jamie Rose is a 67, so he's not as high as I was seeing in my mind. And maybe a offensive lineman would have been better in his spot. But what's the fun in that? McGill, I think that's a good overall there. He'll probably be our third guy. Just get the two rookies out there getting some playing time. They already have good catching. I think that just makes sense. He'll be our slot guy. I think his speed is going to do some things for us. I think I did pretty good in the pass catcher side of things. And our surprising worst pick is going to be Tim Sullivan. I can talk myself into it. I literally talked myself into this terrible, terrible pick. But I pretty much did the same thing with Stallings here, even though I was very hesitant on it. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Alright, let's go take a look at the Patriots. So they had a smaller class. They got Kevin Cooks. Bad at coverage, but they're gonna use him as an edge rusher. That's automatically the way I see his role. They did go out and get a hidden dev tackle as well. Has some pretty good pass blocking ratings to start. Let's see if they made a better move at receiver than I did. I don't think so. I don't think so, buddy. And I'm honestly not even concerned about those two ever touching grass. The Bills, they went out and got a safety, Derek Bull, hidden dev. Decent man to start, terrible zone. Jonathan McIntosh is going to be hidden dev. He'll be trying to replace our boy. Not going to be a very good replacement, though, in my opinion. Oh, you think you got a better receiver than me too? No, you didn't. I mean, very good catching, good job, but nah. And let's take a look at the Dolphins, you annoying creeps. No hidden. Oh my goodness, other than his run block finesse. Nothing really dominant there. Daryl Carrington. Solid. And Gerald Streets, who I'm pretty sure I had on my board. Could have been an interesting option there. Alright, now to take it to the NFL total boards. We will go find where certain people went, but ain't no way my dog is already making noise. I guess it is getting close to 4 o'clock. She's not supposed to get up till 5, but regardless. Really good pick here by the 49ers. Hidden dev guy, good coverages already. He's going to be a problem in the league. So, Samson. I was high on him. I had a feeling he'd be good. He's going to end up being normal dev, though. It's really fast. I feel like he does hit the Humphrey archetype a bit better. But I think I could develop the other guy into Humphrey. I hope. Plus, I mean, overall wise, he's only down 1, so. Although he seems to be falling on this list. There he is. So he was the second highest tight end on the board. Very good. Awareness. Speed. BJ Triplett's gonna be the fastest guy. Drew Randall. Oh, I forgot I got that other guy. So the second McGill may not start much this year. I forgot I got the other receiver. McGill's speed is up there though. Acceleration, agility, strength, carrying, vision, change of direction. McGill's up there. Juke moves, spin moves, stiff arm. I'll scroll a little bit here. Yeah. Break tackle is pretty good. There it is. Trucking, catching. Stevenson. Oh wow. It's a tight end fest. And I got the lowest catching. Damn it. That's fine though. Paul Williams, highest catching traffic in the class. McGill's third highest, technically tied for second. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We're going to be the CIT boys. Hopefully not the CTE, but short route running, McGill's got the best in the class. Williams has the best release, which is really good. He also has the best jumping, which is good because he's already tall. 99 throw power, god dang. What team is he on? Short accuracy. Throwing the run. Who's the throwing the pressure is kind of low for these young fellas. Much this stuff is irrelevant for me now. This is my entire class of receivers. And tight ends, of course. There he is. 79 and 66 with 70 block shed. I wonder when he went. Went to the Rams, so it's probably pretty early on in the third. Turnman. McGill. That's what I wanted to know. Alright, we're coming up on the anxiety-inducing ones. Oh, good thing I didn't pick this man up. No, McGill, why are you so low? Jamie Rose is down here too. And Paul, they're all below 80? Are you kidding me? Oh gosh. That's concerning. Alright. Let's get all the way back somehow. There's no one I want to know about in round one. I got what I needed. It's round two that I'm interested in. Obviously, we know he's the highest overall one, but we know he's normal to have. He has good speed and whatnot, but I think we made the right call there. Mike Moran, hidden dev, higher speed. I mean, yeah. Yeah. How did I already hit the other dude? That don't make no sense. Foster here definitely fell farther. He was normal development. Interesting one there. Pretty sure we've hit all the tight ends that go in this one. Alright, Caleb McGee, I was right about him. I knew this dude was trash. .73 overall isn't bad. Hidden dev. Of course he's faster. But I think I made the right decision over him. We'll have to see if these guys end up starting or whatnot. I have a feeling probably most of them won't. There's still more tight ends I want to look at. I also need to go look for that D lineman. Clay Clemens, I think, was on my board as well. But he's clearly trash. I know this dude was. Yeah. I definitely thought these guys were better than they were. But pretty much right for the most part. Did not care about him. Did not think he was very good. And round 7. Alright, slide back up to round 2. I think he went in. Went to the Rams. Is it round 2? It's round 3. Just before my pick. Oh, wow. He went in the 20th pick. So I was so close to being able to draft that man. Instead, I got probably his weaker counterpart, but 69 versus 72. And hidden dev with 88 strength, 79 finesse. I could easily put this dude on the outside. Damn it. But you win some, you lose some. I don't even want to look at that other defensive end. I don't even remember his name. We'll go ahead and advance to the preseason week 1. I will get through training camp here. Then we'll see what we do after that. Next year I need to get a backup quarterback though, I think. I barely missed that second one. Ah, damn it. That was terrible. Oh, I choked that. I thought... Hold on. Oh, I didn't even put the... I need to put the people in. before I do the next one. You dropped it? Are you serious? You bum? Oh, if I threw it a little bit later, man. Would have hit that thing. Oh, dang it. I sold. You didn't even catch it. These people are trash. Imagine I did that after I hit that. Dang it. Oh well. We need to go put them in the lineup before we proceed any further. Yeah, we'll throw him in the depth chart. I wanted to look at that receiver's dang history though, because I'm pretty sure I remember him. Get him. Oh, what in the hell? Get Paul Williams and McGill up here. And then Brennan will move over him and over him. Williams will move over them both as well. And so will McGill. Alright, I need to fix tight end. Well, actually, he'll probably be the 2. Otting. Jake may be a cut. He will be a cut. We went out and got a tackle. But that dude's trash. Slide here. Well, at least move him in to the worthy list here. Defensive end. We were unable to make a move, and Coakley will actually drop at left end. Which sucks. We will move him on here though for now. In fact, we'll move him over Peterson. Here we're gonna have, yep, Riley can be over here. Upshaw and Barnett, that's exactly how I want that. Although, hold on. Oh yeah, I forgot we got Mills though. So actually, I don't want it like that anymore. Irving is obviously going to be the guy over here. But Barnett needs to be up here as well. And then Barnett may end up being, depending on coverages, I imagine Barnett's going to end up being the sub linebacker. Didn't get anyone at any of these positions. Let's just jump down to kick return. I don't even know why they put Hillman up there. I think he's probably going to be our best option. If not, Hooks can get some reps. Hooks can take this one though. Actually, no. He's 90. Give it to the young man. Yep, that's still correct. We're not making any changes in that department. I think Hillman just didn't show me enough. How tall are you? 5'11"? Yeah, you can move inside with McGill. And we'll throw, as weird as this is, Rose right there. Perfect. Not perfect. 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 So I'm pretty sure he actually has, well, not man coverage. Honestly, not super perfect, but I do like him in the middle, so we will slide Mills up though. And that is it. That is all the moves that needed to be moved. Perfect. Alright, now we will go ahead and do the training camp, and then I'll probably have to wrap things up here. As much as I want to see this, we will be doubling up though, due to the double up in the Cincinnati rebuild. I don't know how I could have gotten that there better. There's Brennan. Williams. Maybe I threw a pick there. Who would have known a simple drag route would be so hard to throw? I honestly don't care. I needed to get off that 1 yard line. Now that one I do care about. That was just stupid. We're getting beat down right now by the defense. I pass-led that up. I should have pass-ledded it down. We're getting absolutely destroyed right now. I'm not even going to hit bronze. I usually do. Threw a pick basically right there. I was just trying to get in the end zone at that point. That was a terrible drill. I'm so sorry, Montgomery. Probably could have got you an upgrade there. The rushing attack. I mean, we might as well. No. We're going to give it to Patterson here. I think I'm pretty much done with the Hillman experiment. That was an interesting catch from behind there. Whoa. Are y'all just going to clamp me? This is about to be the worst training camp in training camp history. There we go. Damn. At least he's getting these stiff arms in. Damn it. I couldn't do what I was trying to do there. Uh-oh, this isn't Men 25. This is no bueno. I think I may be able to hit silver depending on the play calls. Oh yeah, definitely. Unless it's a pitch. She does not, but I nearly sold her right there. Alright, not bad, not bad. He's definitely a little slower feeling than most backs I use. Wide receiver battle will probably go with Paul Williams, and then we'll go with Otting in the red zone. Now, if I'm wrong about Brennan's his history, I may let McGill play in the slot. We'll just have to see though. I'm pretty sure I'm right about that though. I'm pretty sure he won Offensive Player of the Year last year for the NFC side. There we go. That's a really quick way to figure out. Well, he's normal dev, so there's no developments to be figured out. Come on, dog. Actually, I probably should have been going on streaks there to see how his separation was. That's what I typically do. Completely forgot. Ethan Otting. Now, Morgan Brennan could become like a trade candidate this year or next year. And then we let McGill play potentially. That's something that may happen. Give us some more draft picks, but we'll see. Otting's doing really good though right now. Should have racked that. Now time to see how he does in the, well, that was boring. And the physicality were, oh, dang it. How boring. I'm trying to hurry too though, because the dog's starting to really start to whine, so. We're gonna go Taylor Coakley here. And honestly, I may just make the move to defensive end anyway. He has the hidden dev. He may be able to do some things with it. I know Sergio Hopkins is the experimental guy out there, but in some ways you gotta make the moves that are better for your people. Doing really well here with him. It's another gold dad to the books. Honestly, oh damn, Clay Barnett is old. So let's go with Irving here. Oh damn. Patterson said, yeah, coming off that IR year. Think you're just gonna come out here and just bully us? Barely got that one off. Interesting. That's a very good one right there. Starting to stack them. Damn. Waited a little too long to do that one. But I also had to make sure I could get it off in time before he turned the edge. You're not going to give me the tackle on that? Come on now. This buggy thing. No, that's not good. Are you kidding me? I literally touched that man. Damn. Stand it, please. Thank you. I cannot endure anymore. DB battle will go with one of the young guys. Probably go with... I want to go with Hickman here. Problem is he's not going to be... Well, he very well could be the starter next year. Not if he's giving that stuff up, though. Morgan Brennan. Damn. It's cooking me up right now. There we go. Got something. Give me that. Alright, now I'm starting to cook up. Clamped. Oh, damn. I forget when you hit square, it automatically dives whenever you hit it. So it's not like the interception one, where you can just sit there and spam it. Wasn't a terrible drill. Gives him a skill point. Now this one, we could take a little more risk on and go hooks. Damn. Got me. This route running is really good. It's going to take 2 interceptions or an interception and a sack to get me out of this hole. Oh, I caught it, but I was out of bounds. Oh, give me that. Alright, he cooked me a little bit there. So, silver's out of the question now. If I had done that exact thing on the previous play. Alright. Field goal. That was a terrible kick. There you go. Damn, that one was bad too. that shit. I'm not doing very good in this drill whatsoever. Usually I've hit it at least once by now. There we go. Disturbed my dog again. Trying to hurry up, but I'm trying to get gold. Not that it really matters for him. Actually, it really does matter for him. There we go. I'm probably cooked anyways, though. Oh yeah, that was terrible. Accuracy was bad on that one. Final rep. Which I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter even if I do hit the thing. Yeah. Alright, I got one more drill, dog. Chill out. Now. Stupid bitch. Alright. This is going in the epic L fashion. That was actually a really good one there. As was that. Alright, this is gonna end it for today. We'll pick back up here in the Jets franchise tomorrow. Who dey to all you Bengals fans out there, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye.